It is live. It is live. You put do not disturb. Morning. Come on. Right back in the live. Come back in. Live. Facebook didn't show it up yet. Here we go. Yeah, I think that is good. Yeah, it should all be set right now. All right. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you. I hope that everybody's doing well this morning. I had some problems. I don't know what's going on. How's everybody doing? How is everybody this morning? It's thanks. Thank you for coming. Yeah. So I want to talk about something that is very, very important to everybody. This is a live session. Please understand that things may just go a little bit off sometimes. And we just keep rolling, right? Yeah, we keep rolling and keep going. I don't allow things to deter me from my progress. Yes, anything I want, I go get it. So if the live is disrupted, I go back in and I work at things again. All right. So hoping that you can always bear with me during these live moments. I just want to say a very good morning. Very good morning. Thank you so much for coming. I'll be looking into a topic that really hits close to home. And this hits close to home for many. Yeah, it is challenging times. And I once was in this situation. So I want to talk about the immense challenges faced by single mothers, particularly those who have higher education, earning a PhD, yet still they find themselves battling to make ends meet. Battling to make ends meet. This is the kind of world that we're living in. Yeah. And so let's talk about it. So let's explore a story that I read recently on Google. At the end of the session, I could attach the link for you to read the story, but it is very disheartening. So let us explore the story of one resilient mom who worked 7 days a week to support her family. So importantly, we will discuss the role of fathers this morning. Yes, and the role they play and how they need to step up and share their responsibilities with the mother. I am not going to call any names because I don't want to get in any problems with Meta. But the thing is that this is a true story. I'm going to name the subject she, because of course we're talking about a mother, right? She is 46 years old. Her name is out there, but I won't call it here. You can go read the story for yourself. 46 years old. Her child is age 6, living in Monterey, California. She has an household income right now of $60,000, and she is trying to finish her dissertation. In previous years, she earned $90,000, and she doesn't have any child care right now because she watches her son after school, right? Before, she was spending $300 to $400 per month for after school care, right? This is a single mother. And she said that the relationship with the child's father ended when she was 2 months pregnant. Only 2 months pregnant. So he's had limited parental involvement and financial involvement as well. Primarily, she is the one and only parent for her son, right? She describes her son as intellectually oriented. He skipped first grade and he went to second grade, right? And she stated that this semester she didn't pay any daycare. You know why? Because she has to take care of her son. She works from home, and when the child was younger, apparently the family members would take care of the child, and of course they would rotate in and out, and she would have to pay them at least. So she said she ended up paying about $500 per week. When I had childcare, I was paying over $300. So I know how that can eat into your finances. So let's start by imagining this scenario. A woman, a mother, mother. She's achieved the academic pinnacle, a PhD, a title that commands respect and recognition. Yet daily, her life is anything but stereotypical images of success. Imagine, she wakes up each morning, not a life of ease, right? But to the grind that seems unrelenting. This mother literally worked 7 days a week. Why? Because despite her education, she found herself in a society that often undervalues single mothers and overlooks the challenges we face. Well, I'm not a single mother anymore, but I'm telling you, it is a rough situation. We have to determine how we're going to provide for our children. In this case, I'm just collectively talking because I have just one. She has one, right? To ensure that they have every single thing that they need. And so we will push through the exhaustion. We will push through the mental fatigue and the emotional toll. Because giving up is not an option, right? And we push and we make it happen for our children. Let us look at this woman's life. Let's look at it. Right? Imagine juggling the responsibilities of parenthood. What are the responsibilities of parenthood? Cooking, right? Cleaning, helping with homework, because you have to teach them at home, attending all the school events, dropping them off at school because sometimes the school bus is not available or there are bullies on the school bus and you don't want your child to be susceptible to that kind of treatment. So you have to drive them to school and you have to pick them up. Now, Layer on top of that the expectation of maintaining a household, managing the finances, right? And still finding time for self-care, if there's such a thing that exists in our world as mothers. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't. Imagine the added stress of working in academia or any other demanding profession. The expectation to publish, to present, to constantly prove your worth in a competitive environment. And there's a possibility that after you finish studying, you may never get hired at the rate that you are supposed to be hired at because they cannot pay you. Right? And all of this, a mother has to carry, knowing that if you falter in the least, if you let a single ball drop, it could mean you and your child will go without. So you have to pay the mortgage. You have to pay the light bill or the rent. You have to buy food. Do you all see how expensive food is nowadays? It's a pressure cooker. And yet, this woman, she endures. She does what she needs to do because she loves her child fiercely. But at what cost? When you're studying, you know that you have sleepless nights. You have overwhelming fatigue and the moments of doubt and the nagging guilt and the tears will come, right? That's that missing out on a precious moment with our children, all because these are components of our constant companion, right? You have to be there for them. What I try to do is to give my son at least half an hour attention every single day without interruption. Sometimes it's hard because you have so much to do. Let us look at the role of fathers in this equation, right? You can't just want the cookie and the milk. You can't just want the sweetness. And then when there's an oven with something baking, then you run. No matter what the situation is, right? For too long, the burden of parenthood has disproportionately fallen on mothers, especially in single parent households. And I can imagine that woman has, her family has to go to work. And I will tell you, in my case, I don't have anybody to watch my child if it's not daycare, because everyone is about their business. Parenting should never be a solo act. It should never be. And this is this is a very passionate subject for me because I know what I faced, right? Parenting is a partnership, a shared responsibility that requires both parents to step up to the plate. Fathers, your role is critical. Your children need you just as much as they need their mothers. They need your guidance, your presence, and your support. It is not enough to simply just provide financially, though that is important too, right? It is just not enough. They need you to be involved in their lives, to be there for the big moments, the small moments, yes, to listen, to teach, and to love them, to embrace them, to talk to them about their day. When fathers step up to the plate, we know that the load is lighter. Some people, some women are married single mothers too, because the father is in the home, yet they are not helping with the children. The pressures that weigh so heavily on mothers are erased or eased when you have the fathers getting involved, right? When the fathers are getting involved with the children, single mothers are eased. Yes, it is not about just sharing the workload. It's about sharing the emotional burden. There's emotional burden, the joys and the challenges of raising children. I am so happy that I never miss an opportunity to put my son to bed. I never miss an opportunity to see his growth and development. So I can safely say I know who children are. Fathers, I want to encourage you today. If you're out there, I want to encourage you. If you're not looking after your children, take a hard look at your role, the role that you play in the lives of your children. Are you fully present? Are you sharing the responsibility of raising them? I don't come talk that you have to work to pay child support, right? You go home. If you go home, you can take 2 hours for your child. They will never forget that moment, because it's not what you give your child, it is how you treat them and what you do for them. If you are not stepping up to the plate, it is time to step up. Your children need you, and so does their mother. And to the mothers who are doing it all, I want to sincerely acknowledge your strength and resilience. You are incredible, but remember that you don't have to do it alone. This man got this woman pregnant and left her 2 months in the pregnancy while she's doing her PhD and never looked back. I'm not gonna knock her. It's important to let me tell you something, guys, that even when you're married, it doesn't make a difference because they leave you just to see him. Single mothers, it is okay to ask for help. It's okay to expect more from the father for your children. Yes, you deserve a partner in this journey and not just a co-parent. Let us remember that parenting is one of the most challenging rewards in jobs there is. It's a journey, guys, that's meant to be shared and not for a woman or a man to do it alone, because there are single fathers out there as well. But I want to plead this morning to the fathers to step up and take your place. Take your place, even if it's not beside the mother or mothers. Take the place, with being responsible for your children. Share the load, share the joy, and most importantly, share the responsibility. Guys, I'm not going to stay long. I'm just going to cut it off because I don't know if I go into saying more, I may just get in trouble. But you all know yourselves. You can't just be flying free and having fun and cruising here and there and leave your child solely on the mother, right? Don't leave your child on the mother. Go ahead and share the load and look after your children. If your father left you, then you shouldn't do that to your child. If your mother left you, don't do the same to your child. I could tell you stories after stories about my life and how I felt abandoned. But I'm not leaving my child. Everywhere I go, I take him. Every single place I go, I take him with me. Sometimes I need a break. Sometimes I need a breather. But moms don't get a sick day because even when I'm sick, I still have to push on to make sure that he's okay. And I make sure he's okay first. And then I take care of myself. Right? Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's continue to support each other on this journey of parenthood because together we can create a better future for our children. Together we can. I'm very, very happy to see that there are more fathers stepping up. But this is one case where this mother is like a superhero, balancing the journey of a single mother and doing her PhD at the same time. How low can you go to leave a woman pregnant and never look back? Now the child is 6 years old and you're still not there. Do better, go with God and do the right thing. Because karma is horrible. Okay? Do good by your children. Because in the future you may very well just need them. Alright? Take good care of yourselves, guys. And God be with you.